Hello and welcome to Elderly and Wise, the place where aging isn't about decline, it's about design. We're here to help you grow older with purpose, playfulness, and peace of mind. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects so many of us, memory loss after 60. If you've ever walked into a room and forgotten why, or couldn't quite recall the name of a neighbor you've known for years, you're not alone. Memory changes are a normal part of aging. But here's the hopeful part. Memory decline is not inevitable. Research shows that our brains are like muscles. When we challenge them regularly, we strengthen them. One of the most enjoyable ways to do that is through brain games. In this video, we're going to explore 5 fun brain games that are proven to boost memory, improve focus, and even lift your mood. Now, we're not talking about boring drills or tests. These games are meant to be fun, relaxing, and often hilarious. Whether you're 60, 70, or 90, these games can help you keep your mind agile and help you enjoy your golden years to the fullest. So pour a cup of tea, grab a notepad if you like, and let's explore how to protect your memory in the most delightful way possible. Ready? Let's begin with why brain games matter. Why brain games work. First, let's talk about what happens to the brain as we age and how brain games can help. As we get older, our brains undergo some natural changes. These include shrinking of certain brain areas like the hippocampus, which is vital for memory, slower processing speeds making it harder to recall information quickly, reduced blood flow to the brain, impacting cognitive performance. But here's the good news. The brain is remarkably plastic, a concept known as neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity means your brain can continue to grow and adapt. It can form new neural pathways and strengthen old ones, even well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. The key is to challenge your brain regularly, and that's where brain games come in. Unlike passive activities like watching TV, brain games demand engagement. They force you to think, react, recall, plan, and solve. These mental workouts can stimulate working memory, which helps with tasks like remembering names or grocery lists, boost processing speed, making everyday thinking and decisions quicker, enhance attention and focus, reducing distractibility, improve long-term memory by activating retrieval mechanisms, and get this, a major 10-year study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society showed that seniors who practice cognitive training games had up to 29% less cognitive decline than those who didn't. Even better, those who continued playing these games after the study ended retained these benefits for years. So let's stop thinking of games as just child's play. When done with purpose, they're brain food, and possibly the most fun prescription you'll ever get. Let's dive into the 5 best ones. Game 1, word association. Name that thing. Our first game is Name That Thing, a fantastic way to boost verbal fluency and memory recall. Here's how it works. Pick a category, let's say fruits. Then set a timer for 60 seconds and try to name as many fruits as you can. Apple, banana, mango, pomegranate, kiwi. When the timer ends, count how many you got. Simple, right? But very effective. Now let's make it fun. Choose tougher categories like movies from the 80s, tools in the garage, or famous world leaders. You'll really feel your brain stretching. Want to up the difficulty? Try alphabet chaining. Start with A and go to Z. For example, for countries, Argentina, Brazil, Canada, Denmark. This game stimulates your semantic memory, the part of the brain responsible for understanding and retrieving general knowledge. It also exercises your frontal lobe, which handles word retrieval and executive function. It's especially useful if you find yourself occasionally struggling to find the right word. Here's a fun way to play with grandkids. They name a fruit that starts with A, you name one with B, and so on. It turns into an intergenerational game, and laughter is guaranteed. This game has been shown in linguistic studies to delay the onset of verbal memory loss by improving neural access to stored vocabulary. Try playing around each morning with your coffee. It's better than Wordle, and it's all about your memories. Game 2, visual memory. What's missing? Next up is What's Missing? A great game to improve your visual memory and attention to detail. Here's how to play. Gather 5 to 10 small objects. Think spoon, key, pencil, coin, glasses. Place them on a tray. Study the objects for 30 seconds, then cover them or turn away. Someone removes one item. Now, try to recall what's missing. Can't find a partner? Take a photo of the original layout, change it slightly, and spot the difference. This game challenges your working memory and visual spatial skills, two key areas for daily tasks like driving, cooking, or finding things around the house. Want to make it harder? Add more objects. Use similar-looking items. Rearrange their positions between turns. Even just noticing small changes activates your brain's parietal lobes, which help process spatial relationships. You can also try digital versions. Many apps offer memory grid challenges where you memorize a pattern and recreate it. Here's a real-world tip. Try it while setting the table. Add a twist, remove one utensil when no one's looking, and see who spots it first. Turn chores into brain-boosting fun. Regularly engaging in visual memory games has been shown in cognitive aging studies to improve object recognition and reduce forgetfulness in older adults. And remember, it's not about perfection, it's about staying curious, playful, and engaged. Game 3, Strategy, Mini Chess or Checkers. Our third game is one that builds planning and decision-making skills, Mini Chess or Checkers. Now, we're not expecting everyone to become Bobby Fischer overnight, but even a simplified version of chess, checkers, or dominoes can do wonders for your brain. These games train what's called executive function, skills that help you plan, stay organized, make decisions, and adapt to change. When you play a strategy game, you're anticipating your opponent's moves, evaluating different options, making a decision, and learning from the results. These are the same cognitive processes used in real-life situations like managing medications, budgeting, or even remembering a recipe. If chess feels intimidating, start small. Use an app that offers beginner tutorials. Try chess puzzles, which present one move at a time. Or play checkers. It's just as good for strategy and easier to learn. Games like these activate your prefrontal cortex, the CEO of your brain. Research shows that older adults who regularly engage in strategic games maintain higher cognitive function up to 10 years longer than non-players. Want a tech-free version? Try a card game like Kings in the Corner or Rummikub. All of these require similar planning and logic. And don't forget the social bonus. Playing with a partner or grandchild adds conversation, connection, and laughter, all of which are incredibly good for the brain too. Game 4, Music and Memory. Name that tune. Our fourth game combines joy, nostalgia, and mental challenge. Name that tune. You probably already play this without realizing it. A few notes of an old song come on, and you instantly remember the melody, the lyrics, even the feeling. That's because music activates more parts of the brain than almost any other activity, including regions responsible for memory, language, emotion, and motor coordination. Here's how to play. Someone plays a short clip of a song, and you guess the title or artist. Bonus points for singing along. No partner? Use a music trivia app like Song Pop or Hurdle, or make a playlist of old favorites and try to recall the year or where you were when you first heard them. Why it works. Music stimulates the hippocampus, which stores long-term memories. Singing along improves verbal recall and language fluency. Moving or dancing activates motor memory and coordination. In fact, music therapy is used in dementia care to help patients recover lost memories and reconnect emotionally. You can create themed rounds like songs from the 60s or TV theme songs. If you grew up in the Elvis era or remember the Beatles' first appearance on Ed Sullivan, those tunes are still stored deep in your brain. Let them out. Playing Name That Tune even just once a week, can provide a rich emotional experience and measurable cognitive benefit. And hey, it might even turn into a spontaneous dance party. Game 5, Storytelling. Tell me a story. Our final game is deeply personal and scientifically powerful. Tell me a story. Telling stories helps preserve episodic memory, your recollection of personal experiences, places, and people. To play, recall a memory, like your first job, a birthday party, or the day you bought your first car. Then tell the story, but leave out a detail. And I was so nervous I forgot to bring my... Let the other person guess what's missing. This isn't just a memory game. It's a bonding tool. Stories bring generations together, help preserve your legacy, and strengthen your brain. Writing them down? That's even better. Journaling has been shown to reduce stress, improve mood, and clarify memory. Storytelling uses multiple cognitive domains: memory retrieval, language formulation, emotional processing, imagination. Even if you tell the same story twice, your brain works each time to recreate the memory, like flexing a muscle. You can even start a story jar. Write down prompts like, the first time I drove a car, a vacation I'll never forget, the best advice I ever got. Then pick one out each day and tell that story to a loved one. Record it or write it down. Sharing stories helps others too. When you recall your past, you give your family and community a priceless gift. Your life in your words. Tips to make brain games work for you. Now that we've gone through our 5 favorite brain games, let's talk about how you can make the most of them in your daily life. It's one thing to know what works, but making it a regular habit, that's where the real magic happens. Here are 7 practical, detailed tips to help you integrate these brain games into your routine and get maximum benefit without stress or overwhelm. Tip 1. Make it a daily ritual, not a chore. Treat brain games like brushing your teeth, just part of your day. You don't need an hour. Just 10 to 15 minutes daily can significantly improve cognitive function. Some people play in the morning to wake up their mind, while others enjoy a game before bed to relax their brain with a light challenge. Try setting a recurring reminder on your phone or calendar. Over time, it'll become second nature. Tip 2. Rotate your games weekly. Just like physical workouts, your brain needs variety. Playing the same game every day won't challenge new neural pathways. Instead, switch it up each week. Monday, word games like Name That Thing. Tuesday, visual games like What's Missing. Wednesday, strategy games like Mini Chess. Thursday, music games like Name That Tune. Friday, storytelling or journaling. Saturday and Sunday, mix and match, or play with family. By rotating the type of stimulation you get, you're giving all areas of the brain a healthy workout. Tip 3. Keep it social whenever possible. Games are more fun and more effective when you share them. Invite a friend, spouse, or grandchild to join. Social interaction itself is a powerful cognitive booster that reduces your risk of dementia. Even better, it lifts your mood. Laughter, connection, and conversation add emotional layers that help reinforce memory. Start a brain game night with family or join a local group. If you're tech-savvy, try online multiplayer versions or video chat sessions. Tip 4. Track your progress, but keep it lighthearted. You don't need to be competitive, but tracking your progress can be encouraging. Jot down how many words you remembered today, or how long it took to solve a puzzle last week versus now. Seeing progress over time can be incredibly motivating and can help you spot patterns in your strengths and areas to focus on. If you prefer, use an app that keeps track for you. Just remember, it's about growth, not perfection. Tip 5. Combine games with other healthy habits. Want a brain boost that's even stronger? Pair brain games with healthy routines. Play after a brisk walk. Exercise improves blood flow to the brain. Sip herbal tea while you play. Hydration helps with focus. Listen to classical music in the background to boost relaxation and concentration. The more you integrate brain games into an overall wellness routine, the more effective they become. Tip 6. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself. It's tempting to stick with easy games, but challenge is where growth happens. If a game starts feeling too simple, increase the difficulty. Try harder categories. Reduce the time limit. Add more objects to remember. Or use new formats you're unfamiliar with. Remember, a little frustration is good. It means your brain is being pushed. And that's exactly what we want. Tip 7. Make it meaningful and personal. Games become more powerful when they're tied to your personal life. In Tell Me a Story, share memories that matter to you. In Name That Tune, play songs from your wedding or youth. When games connect to your history, your emotions become involved, and that enhances memory storage and retrieval. You can even record stories or song memories for your kids and grandkids. It's not just exercise, it's legacy. So there you have it. 5 fun brain games that aren't just enjoyable. They're actually powerful tools for preserving and enhancing memory after 60. Let's recap. You can challenge your verbal memory with Name That Thing. Strengthen your visual recall using What's Missing. Boost your executive function with strategy games like mini chess. Rekindle your auditory and emotional memory through Name That Tune. And preserve your long-term autobiographical memory with storytelling. These aren't just brain games. They're brain investments. They help you stay sharp, stay independent, and stay connected to the people and memories that matter most. And most importantly, they're fun. Because growing older doesn't mean losing joy. It means finding new ways to enjoy life with wisdom, grace, and yes, even play.